Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pokemon challenge. As the song goes, we don't talk about Bruno. No. He is known as one of the worst Elite Four members. Period. He is by far the worst in the original Red and Blue games, and how he managed to stick around while the much harder Lorelei got canned is beyond me. But, as you probably guessed from the title, I'm gonna try a hardcore Nuzlocke in Crystal as Bruno. If you don't know the rules of a Nuzlocke, the description is your friend. You'll also find links to my Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon down there as well if you're interested. The only rule that changes is that I can only use Pokemon that Bruno uses, which is gonna be a problem. He uses the Machamp, the Hitmonbros, and Onix. Machamp is a trait evolution, and you can only get the Hitmon trio by evolving it from a Tyrogue, which there's only one of in the entire game. I'm sure you can guess where this is going. I can't get a Machamp. If I go with the Machop line, I'm going to be stuck with Machoke. I can only obtain one of the Hitmon triplets, but there's no shortage of Onixes. That is a grand total of 3 Pokemon I'm going to be able to use in this run, and I am suddenly regretting my life choices. Welcome to hell, everyone. It's about time to get to work. But if you end up enjoying my suffering, please like and subscribe, then comment about how much Bruno sucks. Time to get to work. Using the Universal Pokemon Randomizer, I changed my starter from a Chikorita to an Onix. The only Pokemon Bruno has I can use without evolving it first. Plus, it's the first Pokemon I can attain in the Union Cave. And Tyrogue and Machop would almost definitely get slaughtered by the upcoming gym leader. I can only use 3 Pokemon. At least let me start this somewhat usable one. The first 15 minutes is easy enough. Grab the A from Mr. Pokemon, beat up our nameless rival, who can only tackle us in vain, deliver the egg to Elm, and head on to Violet City to challenge Falkner. We have the type advantage, so this should be easy. Let me tell you why this wasn't easy. Long story short, Mud Slap. The move itself doesn't do that much damage, despite being super effective. It helps it only has a base attack of 20. Couple that with Onix's high defense stat, and it's only doing about 2 to 4 points of damage. At least it isn't stab coming from Pidgey and Pidgeotto. The real issue is the accuracy drop. Every time we get hit by Mud Slap, we get an accuracy drop. 6 of those, which will definitely happen, and it'll be a coin flip whether Tackle hits or not. Literally the only attacking move Onix knows at this point, because knowing Rock Throw would be too easy. At this point, the only thing I can do is lower the defense with Screech and hope Tackle hits. I did give Onix, whom I named Solid Snake, an Oron Berry, but all the recovery in the world isn't going to help me if I can't hit my opponent. Spoilers, I did eventually win, but how many attempts did it take? 5, 10, 15? Nope. 22 attempts this took me. Bruno, I swear to Arceus, you only get 1 chance. At least we can use the Mud Slap TM Falkner gives us. Let's hope it does us some good too. On my way to Azalea now, and I had to look up a guide to avoid any trainers that might have water or grass type Pokemon, as poor Snake here has a quad weakness to both. Even though I'm stronger than most trainers at this point, Onix doesn't have the greatest special defense. He's not going to be able to take too many hits from grass or water type attacks. In most cases, he'd probably go down to 1 attack. After carefully navigating through Union Cave, I head to Azalea where Kurt tackles a Rocket Grunt. I beat up a few Rocket Grunts myself, where Onix learns Rock Throw, which will definitely come in handy against our battle with Bugsy, the Bug-type specialist. Bug Pokemon are weak to Rock-type attacks, and Cypher being part flying will have a quad weakness to it. So things should go smoothly as we take up Metapod with Rock Throw. But then Kakuna poisons us with Poison Sting. Not a big deal as Bugsy's Pokemon don't know any moves that can hit us super hard. A couple of Rock Throws takes out Kakuna, Fury Cutter bounces off of us, and one more attack takes out Scyther, winning us our 2nd badge. While in Helix Forest, I talk to this green-haired fella and get the TM for Headbutt, which I immediately switch out Tackle for. I have an Oddish here because I need a Pokemon that can learn Cuts to progress. Besides learning a decent type normal move, nothing exciting happens until we make it to Whitney and Goldenrod. Clefairy, to my surprise, doesn't use Metronome and just keeps spamming Double Slap. I guess that 1 hit point damage is better than the chance of blowing itself up with Self-Destruct. While Clefairy is busy slapping away, Onix eventually takes it out after some headbutts and covering her in rocks. That just leaves Whitney's ace and everyone's favorite Pokemon, Miltank. Stomp does next to nothing, but there is a chance of flinching, and Rollout doesn't hit hard either. Well, at first. Sadly, this is a fatty cut of beef. Our attacks don't do much to Miltank, so I lower its defense with Screech, despite it missing a couple of times. With enough misses from Rollout and a couple defense drops later, I go on the offensive. I'm gonna have to take it out while it's stuck on Rollout, otherwise it'll just heal itself with Milk Drink. It takes a while, but I managed to take out Whitney's Miltank after a Rock Slide Mud Slap combo to win my third badge. I'm not surprised none of our Pokemon used Attract on me. I avoid as many trainers as possible en route to Ecruteak City. Along the way, I pick up a TM I found lying on the ground at National Park. It was a TM for Dig, which I replaced Mud Slap for. Once in Ecruteak, I enter Burnt Tower where I stumble upon my rival. I was hoping Dig would one-shot his Haunter, and it did not. Even worse, we get cursed. And with Onix being the only Pokemon in my party, I can't switch it out to get rid of it. It's a race against the clock. Dig does one-shot Magnemite, and Rock Throw one-shot Zubat. Dig was going to make it 3 for 3 with Quilava. But he lives and we take curse damage. We take an Ember with just 9 HP remaining. Rock Throw thankfully doesn't miss, and takes out Quilava, getting us the win. Barely. One long reset later, because I came into this battle the first time over-leveled, I eventually make it to Morty. Barely making the level cap, mind you. Dig manages to one-shot his Ghastly and his first Haunter, but not his Gengar. Hypnosis misses us, thankfully. Both times as it's faster than us. 2 Dig attacks takes out Gengar, gives us our 4th badge. After that, I head to Mount Mortar and find myself in Machop. There is no way in guillotine as hell that Onix is going to be able to solo Chuck. A Quad Weak Surf will easily one-shot us. And I can't get Tyrogue until I get Waterfall. And I can't use it outside of battle until I beat Clair. So Machop is literally my only other option right now. And spoilers, in case you didn't know, the Tyrogue that's given to you is found here at Mount Mortar. So, this is my team, folks. Say hi to Kiniku the Machop. Before getting my next badge, I decided to head over to the Lake of Rage and knock out the Red Gyarados. I'm honestly surprised that Quad Weak Thunder Punch did less than half. Machop does somehow manage to take out the Red Gyarados, and the duo easily take care of all the Rocket Grunts in the hideout in Mahogany Town. I decided to face the Rocket Grunts first because if I waited to do it after Chuck, I would have been over-leveled for price. Why Game Freak made the 7th Gym Leader only 1 level stronger than the 5th Gym Leader and 4 levels weaker than the 6th is a concept I will never understand. With the Rocket Grunts taken care of, I make my way to Cinnawood and challenge Chuck. Karate Chop easily wipes out Primate, then comes the Pokemon that could end the run, Poliwrath. Surf will drown Onix, and Dynamic Punch will confuse us if it doesn't kill us. So when Poliwrath uses Foresight, I switch out Machoke for Onix. Thankfully, it went for Hypnosis on the switch and not Dynamic Punch. But knowing Surf was coming, I switch Machoke back in, and he takes it fine enough. Chuck uses the next 3 turns to try and hit me with Dynamic Punch. I clench my teeth every time he uses the move. I knew Machoke would not live that attack with his remaining health. If that move hits, it's GG for this run. All 3 punches thankfully miss. Arceus was looking down on me. Unfortunately for Chuck, Karate Chop has an accuracy of 100%, meaning it will never miss. Machoke eventually takes out Poliwrath, and I win my 5th badge. Without missing a beat, I head back to Mahogany and face Price. This battle wasn't nearly as stressful. Machoke manages to sweep Price's entire team with Karate Chop. Once I was done beating Price, I climb the lighthouse, speak to Jasmine, travel back to Cinnawood, speak to the pharmacist to get the special medicine, head back to Olivine, give Jasmine the medicine to give to Ampharos, then I battle her. Magnemite goes down to a single Karate Chop. Steelix is out next. Karate Chop does less than I thought it would, looking to be a 3 or 4 hit KO, as Iron Tail looks to be a 3 hit KO to us. Thankfully, its accuracy is not the greatest. The second Karate Chop crits Steelix and just hangs on. Iron Tail misses us luckily. Jasmine uses a Hyper Potion, as I hope Ice Punch will do more damage as it's hitting from the special side. It did not. I go back to Karate Chop, bring Steelix back down to the yellow. Iron Tail hits us this time, bringing me down to 16 HP. I go for one more Karate Chop, praying it'll be enough. And it was. That's badge 7. Now take care of the remaining Rocket Grunts who taking over the radio tower Goldenrod. They're not an issue, but I do come across my rival amongst all this chaos. He wasn't much of a challenge either. Onix is easily able to sweep his entire team with the combination Dig and Rock Throw, while still having over half its health left. Once I've taken care of the remaining grunts, I head back to Blackthorn and challenge Clair for my 8th badge. I wasn't too worried about her Dragonairs. Ice Punch is a 2-hit KO if it doesn't crit, and the chance of freezing is nice too. The only thing I was worried about was paralysis, which can happen through either Thunder Wave or Dragon Breath, which all her Dragonairs knew. So not even Onix was safe. I gave both a Paralyzed Cure Berry just in case that happens, but like I mentioned before, her Dragonairs weren't the big issue. Her Ace Kingdra, however, had me sweating bullets. It only has one weakness, Dragon, thanks to water covering Dragon's other weakness in Ice, and none of my Pokemon knew a Dragon move. I don't even think you can get a Dragon TM at this point in the game. And well, we wipe here. I have nothing that outright counters Kingdra. If I'm going to be Clair, I need to rely on RNG. I need some of her Thunder Waves to miss, and I need Ice Punch to freeze Kingdra if I'm going to have any chance of taking it out. And that's assuming she doesn't use a full heal to cure it of its status. Not to mention she also has a couple of Hyper Potions. Surf is a 3-hit KO to Machoke, and Onix can't even take one. So who knows how many times I have to rematch her before I get the ideal run. Plus the next big battle after this is Will, who uses Psychic type Pokemon. So Arceus knows how well that battle is gonna go. And of course, when we wipe, we have to go back to the start of the game as per Nuzlocke rules. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. Meaning, I have to battle Falkner again, which in itself took me over 20 attempts to get past the first time. Not to mention I got super lucky with Chuck. If that first battle had played out differently, I probably would have wiped to him easy. But is it possible to get past Clair of only these 2 Pokemon? Probably, with enough patience. Which I don't have right now. Arceus knows when this video may have come out if I had actually tried to be Clair. It could have been another 20 plus attempts. I don't want to waste another 15 to 20 runs to get through Falkner just to wipe to Clair again. Really wish I could evolve Machoke right about now. So sadly, this is where the run ends. Everyone, comment down below how much Bruno sucks, and let's never speak of him again. As for me, it's time to put the Game Boy down. My name is Jeffrey Yuri, and I will see you all very soon. Back to playing Legends Arceus. Bye.